The brain box, the spot to get you hot, motivated, educated, money generated. The brain box, place to take you higher, get you inspired, keep you lifted, show you gifted. The brain box, place to take you higher, get you inspired, keep you lifted, show you gifted. The brain box, motivated, educated, money generated. The brain box. The brain box. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's me, Magi Love of Get Lifted Entertainment, here with another broadcast of The Brain Box. As always, I want to thank everyone for supporting The Brain Box and Get Lifted Entertainment. Definitely thank you to the new subscribers to the channel. Thank you for the shares, the likes, and the comments on the other social media platforms outside of YouTube. And if you're not doing so already, please be sure to follow me on Get Lifted Entertainment Get Lifted Entertainment on Instagram, and The Brain Box, 2 X's on Instagram. And if you just so happen to tweet, follow Get Lifted ENT on Twitter, and The Brain Box with 3 X's on Twitter. Today's topic is going to be discussing a little bit about the performing rights organizations, also known as PROs. Here in the United States, the most used PROs are ASCAP and BMI. For our Canadian friends, they have SOCAN. And if you're in another country and you're tuned in, please be sure that you research the performing rights organization that best suits you in your particular country and follow their guidelines when signing up. So like I said, today we're going to discuss PROs and the type of royalties that are collected through PROs, because there are quite a few different royalties out there where you can retain monies from your music. And so we want to just make sure that we discuss this particular royalty, which is the public performance royalty, because this is the one that seems to be brought up the most. So when it comes to PROs, they basically ensure that the songwriter and the publishers are paid for the use of their music by collecting royalties on behalf of the rights owner. And so with that being said, if you're signed up with ASCAP, BMI, there are certain instances where your song is played. Those reports are then sent back to the PRO, and then the PRO disperses the royalties based on the songs that are used on behalf of the songwriters and also with the publishers as well. So when it comes to the PROs such as ASCAP and BMI, and I'm going to pretty much refer to ASCAP and BMI a lot because, again, we're here in the United States and those are the 2 that are used the most. You do have another performing rights organization out there here in the US, but you do have to be invited to that particular PRO. So most of the time people, if you ask them, they'll be registered with either ASCAP or BMI. When it comes to the collection of the public performance royalties, for instance, let's say that your song is played on terrestrial radio, which is AM, FM stations, streaming platforms, which are more likely your interactive platforms, such as Spotify, iTunes, and Tidal. When I say interactive, that's like someone actually went and clicked on your song and that's what they chose to play. So that's considered a public performance royalty, and that's what's paid out by ASCAP or BMI. Another instance is, let's say that your song is played on a TV show or a commercial. If your song is played in a venue, or even if you perform in a venue, that's also considered a public performance royalty. So then those reports are reported back to the PRO and then dispersed out to the songwriter, the publisher, and also producers. And how this is all established is, especially if there's more than one individual involved with the composition of the song, you want to make sure, as discussed in one of the previous episodes, that you are filling out your song split sheets. Those song split sheets, they will allocate the percentages that's owed to who, how much the percentage is, and making sure that you include the individual's legal name on the registration of the songs and the split sheets. Therefore, when the song is registered on ASCAP and BMI, and when I say registered, that means you actually have to go onto your account and register each body of work. Just because you sign up for an ASCAP or a BMI account does not necessarily mean the song is going to automatically be picked up and you're going to automatically get those royalties. That's not how that happens. You have to sign on, you have to fill out the necessary information to register the song, and make sure you have every artist's information as well, so that everyone is paid accordingly. So again, public performance royalties is when your song is played on any kind of public radio, like AM, FM stations, streaming platforms, venues, TV shows and commercials, as well as yourself performing at different venues as well. You can register that information and get paid out for the performance. So real quick, before I discuss how to get paid or how you get paid when it comes to your public performance royalties, I just want to discuss signing up for BMI and ASCAP. The two PROs, they don't have a lot of differences, but there are a few differences when it comes to signing up. With ASCAP, to join, if you want to join as a writer and publisher, there is a $100 registration fee. If you want to join just as a writer, then it is a $50 registration fee. And if you want to join just as a publisher, there's a $50 registration fee. Whereas with BMI, there is no fee at all for songwriters, but there are two different fees when you want to join as a publisher. It's a $150 fee if you join as an individual publisher, and then it's a $250 fee if you join as a company established as a publisher. So you just want to make sure that you, when you go to their sites, you look at the differences, you see what's best suited for you. I know that they both offer additional events and information, conferences and things of that nature, so that could be a difference in why there are different fees or no fees at all. So you just want to make sure you check that out and pick what's best for you. I'm not going to say choose one over the other, because again, they pretty much do the same thing. So we'll go get right into how do you get paid, or how do the PROs get paid to pay you. When it comes to the performing rights organizations such as ASCAP and BMI, technically any outlet that plays music publicly, they should definitely be licensed to do so. So that means, you know, restaurants, music venues like bars, amphitheaters, performance halls, sports arenas, stores and shopping malls, let's say golf courses, bowling alleys, amusement parks, the list goes on, talking about airports, hospitals, any other public place that plays music, they must purchase a license from the PRO in order to play that music. So when they purchase the license from the PRO, they're then reporting back to that performing rights organization what songs are being played by which artists, and that's how they allocate dispersing the royalties out to you on the quarterly basis. And again, the licensing fee is paid out by the PRO as the performance royalty to the songwriters and the right holders as well, meaning the publishing company if you are being administered by a publishing company, or if you've established your own publishing company, then your publishing company will get that full percentage. But if you're being administered by a publishing company, obviously they're going to take their percentage first, and then you're going to get what's due to you. Now, I have brought up publishing and publishing companies quite a bit, So real quick, I just want to touch on, for those who are still wondering what a publisher does or what the role is. They pretty much handle the business side of the music. This can be you, like I stated, or you could be administered or have a publishing deal with another company. Most control the copyrights of the musical composition and the licensing. Other aspects that publishing companies do, it may be something like they secure your commissions. They promote or pitch your existing work to film, television, or if you're a producer, they may pitch your beats to other recording artists and things of that nature. So again, they make sure that you get paid, they make sure that your song is properly registered and things of that nature as it should be, so that you can get the proper payouts for your public performance royalties. Now, there have been some questions in regards to, satellite radio. Satellite radio falls under a different umbrella. That's digital public performance royalties, and I will have a episode where I discuss different types of royalties, and that will be one of them. But those digital public performance royalties are collected by Sound Exchange. So you should definitely be signed up with a PRO, and you should be signed up with Sound Exchange so that you get your digital public performance royalties through Sound Exchange, as the PROs do not collect on those type of royalties at all. So again, make sure that you fill out the proper paperwork. You have every artist that's involved, because you want to make sure that you're being fair. You don't want people coming back to you in the long run if you didn't fill out a split sheet or something of that nature. Your catalog starts taking off and they're like, hey, I'm on that song, why didn't I get my portion of the royalties? And it's going to fall back onto filling out that song split sheet, allocating the different percentages, and then going on to the different PRO that you're registered with, and make sure that you register that song with every artist included. Okay? A couple examples that I wanted to just give real quick in regards to payouts for the public performance royalties. One is, let's say that I wrote a song, and or let's say I recorded a song that was written by someone else, but that someone else, they do not perform the song at all in the recording, and then the song is played at, let's say, a sports arena. In that particular case, the performer does not get paid the public performance royalty unless they're involved in the songwriting. That royalty would go to the individual who wrote the particular song. So just keep that in mind, and this is why registering your songs and having the proper information when you do register the song is important. That way you don't have to sit there and try to figure all this out. Like, okay, I wrote the song, this person recorded the song, but the song was played, so do I get paid? Do they get paid? That way, let the PRO do their job and allocate what goes to who based on you properly registering the information that's needed. Let's say I record a song that was written again by someone else, but the person who wrote the song, they do not perform on the recording, and the song is played in like Pandora or satellite radio. In that particular case, songwriters, they do not get paid for digital royalties unless they perform on the recording, because that's something that's paid out through Sound Exchange, and songwriters get paid through PROs, which is ASCAP or BMI. So again, making sure that you have registration with the proper entities will cover yourself and anybody coming back to you and being like, hey, I didn't get this or I didn't get that, but I know I recorded the song and it was played here or it was played there, why am I not getting my portion? Again, making sure that you fill out that proper paperwork, being registered with both a PRO and Sound Exchange is very important, as they do pay out different royalties. So that's pretty much the gist of, you know, performing rights organizations and them pretty much paying out public performance royalties. And again, that's when your song is played on AM, FM radio, an interactive platform like a streaming platform where someone actually went and clicked on your song to play it, TV shows and commercials. If your song is played in a restaurant, sports arena, amusement park, airport, hospital, anywhere that's a public place that plays music, like I said, they must have a license through a PRO in order for you to receive the royalties that are due to you. But that's pretty much the gist of how that works in regards to the public performance royalties. So if you have any further questions in regards to PROs or public performance royalties, please be sure to contact me at getliftedentertainment.com. You can fill out the contact information there. I will do my very best to provide you with answers based on the knowledge that I have. If you need to, you can also send me a message on Instagram at getliftedentertainment. You can also hit up the Brain Box Instagram as well. And like I said, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And as always, thank you for tuning in to the Brain Box. I hope that this is helpful to you or someone else you may know. Please share, subscribe, and like. Till next time, I'll see you guys again. The Brain Box.